Welcome back, everyone, to GameZone Birdroom. GameZone. And of course, it's not the GameZone Birdroom without all the birds. Don't you go for me, Molly. Naughty girl. Hello, Dex. Who's a pretty boy? Where the hell am I? I know, I'm not actually in the GameZone Birdroom. I am, in fact, in the lounge. I'll show you why in a minute. You've seen the thumbnail, you know what this video is about. Yes, it is the update package that you can get sent to you for a mere £20, the V2 Elite 2.1 version. And we're going to see in this video if it's actually worth the upgrade if you got the V2 Elite console. This is what it's all about. Is it worth it? And here at the GameZone Birdroom, we're going to put it through its paces. And yes, this is one of the reasons why I'm not filming in the GameZone Birdroom. As you can tell, it is being packed up, ready to move. Let's get straight into this. Let's have a look at the systems that have been added to the update. Love how sleek the menus are. Really easy to navigate. If you look in the top hand corner, you see how many games are on each system. Even the Phillips CDi has been added. More games than you could ever wish for. Even in a whole lifetime, I don't think you would have enough time to get through the whole list of games on here. It's mental. Another thing you notice about the V2, it's not littered with duplicate games. I mean, if you go through the whole list of each console and that, you'll be hard pushed to notice duplicates. Unlike the Super Console X, the Pandoras are littered with like hacks, different types of games, different regions. It's just littered. Then they say, oh, well, there's 50,000 games on there, when you're probably only getting about 20,000. So it just shows you the time and effort Lightning Mods put into the console. Each game are tested as well. It's not like they're just being dumped on here without being tested to see the best performance for that game. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. It is emulation. You know, you will get the odd graphical glitch, maybe the odd slowdown. Remember, this isn't playing on the original system. You know, this is emulated, so yeah, there will be the odd little issues and niggle. But if this is anything like the original, the V2 Elite, and then it's going to play really well. Nice to see the 32X separate from the Mega Drive. In the Alpha build, it was combined with the Mega Drive. So let's have a look at what games are on the Model 2. Quite a nice list. Daytona USA, Dead or Alive, Desert Tank, Dynamite Cop, Fighting Fighters, House of the Dead. It's just got some of Sega's finest arcade games of all time. Makes TT. Brady Chase, not too sure what that is. There's the Legend Sega Rally Championship. But how well are they going to play? We're going to test a few games here. Now, even Sonic Fighters, I think in Japan it was called Sonic Championship. But yeah, it's basically Sonic Fighter in the West. So let's test one of the greatest fighting games of all time. Virtua Fighter 2 really did take it to the next level. Massive step up from the original Virtua Fighter. And this looks crisp. 720p. And it's playing well. One thing you'll notice, it is in widescreen. I did try to go into settings and change it to 4.3 ratio. But yeah, I didn't have any luck. So I think you're stuck with widescreen unless you actually change it on your TV, which you can do. Yes, yeah, small little niggle I have. I do like these to play in their original ratio. But even though it's stretched, it does look nice. So let's try Sega Rally. One of the greatest racing games ever made. Probably, well, in my opinion, the greatest. And I love the Saturn's version. It did such a fantastic job of trying to replicate the arcade. It's a tough job. I mean, look at this guy. It still looks stunning. And this was made in 1995. Again, in beautiful 720p, upscaled. Looks fantastic. The details. And also, it's running like a dream. Get the odd little graphical glitch here. See, like the card disappearing. It's been a long time since I played the arcade version, so it might have happened in the arcade. But what I remember, it was pretty solid. But yeah, this is playing great. Controls really well. Looks fantastic upscaled. Already it's worth it for me because I'm such a massive lover of the Sega arcade games. And you know, they're just so easy to pick up and play, but hard to master. And the amount of bloody £1 coins I chucked into Sega Rally back in the day, bring back a lot of memories. All right, let's try a game I've never played. I only played the Saturn version. That was emulated. And that's Super GT 24 or GT 24 on the Saturn. Fantastic arcade game. Now, as you can tell, there is some glitching going on the stadium. But don't let that put you off because it plays very smooth. Look at the overarching trees. You know, the level of detail back in the Model 2 games and Model 3 were just unreal. Sometimes I used to feel like just pulling over and just taking it in. Sega was so good at that. Put all these little extra added bonuses into the background. But yeah, this is a cracking game. Love the fact your car can take damage, slows the car down, you have to pit. Yeah, really nice racer. Anyway, I think we should test Model 3 now. A lot more games have been added to the Model 3. Let's have a butchers of the list. Got some fantastic games on here. Right, let's play Emergency Ambulance. It's a quality game. In the same vein as Crazy Taxi, pretty much. Instead of a taxi, you're an ambulance. Who needs ray tracing? Look. Model 3 was doing it before it was a thing. So as you can tell, this game hasn't got Sega's blue, blue skies I see. Well, that's enough of that singing. So yeah, this has got quite a few graphical glitches in this game. But the game is running okay. You can enjoy it still. If you're not too bothered about the blue skies, then yeah, it does play. It does play really well. Still quite smooth, the gameplay. It's just constantly in the dark. So, can I save this poor little boy? His health's dropping. Shit. Come on. Come on, little man. I'll get you to the hospital. This is what's so great about arcade games. They were just so easy, pick up and play. A good way to waste 10 minutes of your life, but having a lot of fun. Oh shit. I think he's going to die. Come on. There's the hospital. Come on, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Come on. Yes. Jeez, I thought I was going to lose him. As you could tell though, despite the graphical glitches, the game does play really well. Let's try one more. Underappreciated fighting series, Fighting Fighters 2. One was brilliant on the Sega Saturn. Don't own the Dreamcast version. I have to rectify that. Must get that. Nice to play the arcade version. I've never played the arcade, so this is a first. Graphics are a massive upgrade to the Model 2. Silky smooth. Like the fact that it was different from Virtual Fighter as well. You know, you can knock your armour off. It's a lot more arcadey. A lot of fun. And you could just knock your character out of the arena as well. Like that. That bloke's not getting back up. This is playing really well. Right, let's have a look at Xbox. Now, I did ask Lightning Mods if they could put a certain game on there for me. And they said, well, we're not too sure if it's going to play. It could just play terrible. It could be unplayable. I said, well, if you don't mind just adding it to it, because I'm a massive Bruce Lee fan, could you just add it for me? And you know, he said, yeah, I'll do it for you. So that was really nice. And that's the game we're going to test in a minute after we just go through the list of Xbox games. And I'm happy to say that Xbox, of the games I've played on here so far, are running a lot better than what the alpha version did. I mean, they were running well on it, because he's only spent, a couple of weeks with the Xbox on the system. But yeah, I can confirm they are running better. As you can tell, nice list, which is good, because in the future there could be even more games. Right, let's see if this works. Massive fan of Bruce Lee. Absolutely idolise the man. Absolute legend. Isn't the greatest game on Xbox, but it's a personal favourite of mine, due to the fact that, it's a game about Bruce Lee. What more do you want? You're playing as Bruce, the legend, the greatest martial artist of the 20th century. And it really looks like him as well. Quest of the Dragon. Well, things look good at the moment. Let's just hope when he gets into the actual gameplay, it runs really well. There we go. Go on, Bruce, do what you do best. Knock all these people out. So this game is basically in the same vein as Streets of Rage, Final Fight. It's a side-scrolling, beat 'em up, but obviously a 3D version of it. Controls are a little bit wonky, but you do get used to it after a while. And I'm happy to say that it's running really, really good. Such a great game. I really like this game. Can get a bit repetitive. The same sort of enemies over and over again, but a lot of fun to be had. And as I said, you're controlling Bruce Lee. Love the little wiggle of the finger as well. Sort of captured his mannerisms really well as well. Come on, I'm losing energy here, come on. Bruce Lee wouldn't be getting hit in the movies. You're not doing him justice, James, come on. That's it. Well, I'm really happy this is running brilliantly, because this is one of my favourite games on the original Xbox. I'll have to test another game in a minute. Just getting a bit carried away here. Brilliant. Right, let's test another game. Another game I really wanted to play. Panzer Dragoon. Love the series on the Saturn. Game I still need to pick up for my Xbox. This is a good one to actually test, really, because there's a lot of stuff going on screen, so should give the V2 a good run for its money. Something that Sega needs to do. They need to bring this series back. And give the original games the full HD treatment as well. Here we go, episode 1, City in the Storm. Little bit of slow down there. But hopefully the gameplay will actually play really well. Oh, do not know what buttons are mapped. Let's figure this out. Got stuff going on. Oh, come on, James. Figure out what you're doing. Oh, there we go. Just kill some dragons and robots and everything else. So a few little glitches here and there. The odd little bit of slow down. Because this is a game where you have got a lot of stuff going on screen. You know, there's a lot of enemies, a lot of shooting going on. So it's quite a heavy game. And it's running reasonably well, I'm happy to say. You can play the game and you can enjoy it. Which is what we all want in it, you know, we don't mind the odd bit of slow down or graphical glitches, as long as the core of the game is there to play. I don't mind. And the fact that I've never played this game before, you know, I love the original series on the Saturn. And now I can get to play it, see if I like it, and then go out and buy it. Really is stormy there, isn't it? Look at the rain really coming down. A dark and stormy night, as old Jack Burton, Kurt Russell would say. Big Trouble in Little China. Great film. One of my top 5 films of all time. Going off track a bit there, but, you know, never mind. I've never said we were professional at the GameZone Birdroom. We do like to ramble on. Yeah, I'm happy with this performance though. Right, let's test another game, shall we? Bit of PSP now. This game is usually very difficult to run on most Android boxes. So let's see how it runs on the MIDI PC, the V2 Elite. It was an impressive handheld system, I've got to say. It's basically having a PlayStation 2 in your pocket back in the day. Very impressive. Another good game to test. The fact that you have got a lot of stuff going on in the background. Quite a lot of enemies on screen. Go away, let me just play the game. As you can tell though, it is running really well, I'm happy to say. Such a great machine. Oh, whoops, button. Okay. He's gonna hit me in a minute, isn't he? Shit. Let's kill these guys. Let's see it, fuck off. Right. Go and pull this thing. Press the right button then, James. Call yourself a gamer. That's it. Bit of outrun now for the PSP. Beautiful looking game. Sega's classic Blue, blue skies I see. Love that song in Daytona. Classic. What a great sort of re-image of the classic 1986 Outrun. Oh, keep on the road. This is usually another hard game to run as well on the lower end boxes. So again, happy it's running brilliant on this. Got about an extra 30 games on the PSP, which is nice. Never realised that the PSP had a really good library. I've never been one for handheld systems. I'm mainly a console player. But it's nice to experience some of the games. especially Outrun. Just a brilliant game, this. Another game I need to pick up for the PS2 or Xbox. Would like to get it for the Xbox, actually. Just to make me numbers up. Right, let's have a go at the Phillips CDi. Tell you the truth, never a console I've ever been interested in. Not a very strong game library. I mean, Philips had no idea how to make games, so they were obviously relying on third parties. I'm surprised Nintendo put games on it. Really surprised. A bit of Mario, very unusual. Can't remember the last time Mario appeared on someone else's machine. Probably the Atari back in the day, when Nintendo were a third party publisher. So I couldn't tell you if this is running correctly, or, as I said, never played the Phillips CDi, but it's a nice little addition, you know, just to experience what that console had to offer. Now, on the alpha build, F-Zero did play terrible. There was some sort of bug in the Xbox that made GameCube games play just really unplayable. But happy to say that is not the case with the V2 2.1 update. This is running like a dream. Just the occasional little hiccup here and there. But yeah, this is running like a dream. What a game. And this is one of the harder games to emulate for the Cube. And one last game. We'll have a bit of Tekken 5 for the PS2. Got to have the Bruce Lee type character. Started just recently playing the originals on the PlayStation I bought from Danester's shop, Hidden Chest Gaming. Always been a virtual fighter man, but I'm enjoying the Tekken series. I'm not enjoying this though. I've lost. Oh, come on. Yeah, a lot more arcadey than virtual fighter. Oh, come on. He's beating the crap out of me. Right, I'm not having that. Back to my ugly boat race. So, what are my final thoughts on the V2 Elite update package? If you already got the V2 Elite console, I highly recommend buying it. For a mere £20, you will not be disappointed. The inclusion of Model 2, you got more Xbox games, you got Phillips CDi on there. It's definitely worth the £20. I really can't recommend it enough. I mean, the sleek menus are easy to navigate. Your 16 bits, your 8 bits, your 32 bits, they all run absolutely fantastic on the system. N64 one runs amazing as well. I mean, it's got the extra power, unlike some of your more cheaper systems like your Super Console X, your retro boxes, and your Pandoras and that. I mean, this has got the power under the hood to do these games justice. I mean, you do get the odd graphical hiccup still. You know, you're bound to it. It is emulation. it's not perfect, but if you haven't got the money, time, and investment for, you know, buying into retro consoles and that, this is the perfect way. It's a nice, neat little package that sits wonderful under the telly. Again, I can't highly recommend this enough. If you've already got the V2, splash out 20 quid for it. You won't regret it. Anyway, guys, that's enough for me. You're probably tired of my voice, especially after a long video. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Button bash that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell. Take it easy. GameZone.